Started and
Fuck
ended.
it, we're live.
It's live?
Yes, sir. No, not actually.
No.
But it's like that's for you to like.
Fuck around.
Yeah. So, first podcast. I still don't know what to call it, bro.
Podcast?
Karmaa's podcast.
Karmaa podcast?
I don't know. They'll see the title, you know.
Yeah, we'll think about it.
I'll think about it. But, fuck, bro. The one and only Chuy Castanello,
Yes, sir.
aka Faze Chuy. So, how did we meet, bro? Do you remember?
Well, I remember the first time I seen you. It was in elementary. Arbus Wagner.
Yeah.
Since I came here when I was like 5th grade. I didn't know nobody.
Yeah.
Fresh student.
But where did you come from? Like
Mexico.
Mexico?
Yeah.
But you weren't born there, right?
Yeah, I was born there.
Oh shit.
I was born in Yurico, Michoacan. For some reasons, you gotta move over here
Right.
for a better life. And
Right.
I started school when I was like 9, 10. I didn't know nothing about English because it wasn't planned at all.
Yeah.
It was just one situation that happened overnight, and then we had to move over here.
Mhm.
And then started school when I was 10. It was 4th grade, but they moved me down a grade because of the English barrier.
They moved you down?
Yeah, I was gonna
Or
start.
they like held you there?
No, I was gonna start 5th grade,
Yeah.
but they moved me down a grade because I didn't know English and they wanted me to learn more and shit.
So you're supposed to be like class of
2021.
2022?
2020.
Oh yeah, 2020.
Yeah, 2020. But they moved me down a grade because they were like, oh, we want you to learn more English and shit.
And that happened in 4th grade.
Yeah.
But in another school, right?
Another school, yeah.
And what school was it?
I don't know. I don't remember the name of it. It was in Virginia though.
Oh, okay.
You know, I told you I used to live there.
Yeah.
Well, I stayed there for a year. And then finished the grade. I don't know how I passed because I didn't know nothing, bro. I didn't know nothing.
Yeah.
I think they just passed me because of courtesy. And then I came over here because my dad works in construction, so
Yeah.
the job sites are all over the place. And then I started here, and then I remember seeing you at the soccer field. You know how the elementary had
It was a nice ass field.
nice field. That's the only thing I liked about it, bro.
Yeah.
The big soccer field.
Yeah.
So I mean, I didn't really care.
Bro, you know what sucked in Arbus, bro? Like, you know how they assigned, like, it depends what class you're, like, I don't know how to explain it, but if you got, like, music class on Friday,
Yeah.
that was ass.
Yeah, I
Like,
think I
that
had
shit
it,
was
bro.
ass.
I think I had it. Oh no, yeah, my first week it was on Friday. My music class.
Damn. Yeah, that would be, like, terrible. Especially, like, for us that we like to play soccer and shit.
Yeah. And then
like,
you see the other two classes walking down to the field,
Oh
and then
my
you gotta go
Yeah.
the opposite way to the music
Bro,
room.
that shit would be bad, bro. But you have any, like, memories? Anything? Because, I mean, you were there for a year. So
Yeah. Well,
you didn't do that much, right?
no,
Just a
not that
year.
much. School wise, no.
No?
But I remember my favorite play was obviously going and play soccer.
PE?
PE.
Yeah.
The field day where we had to send the little scooter things and then
Oh.
you remember that day?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's kind of crazy though how you was there, I was there, and we didn't know nothing about each other.
I straight up, I don't remember you at all.
I do. I really remember because
yeah,
you remember how before we started soccer games, two captains, they were pick players.
Yeah.
I remember you. They're like sitting there,
Yeah.
getting chosen by another one.
What I remember, it was your teacher. What was her name?
It was Williams.
Miss Williams. Era como una gordita, right?
Yeah.
Lady.
Tall.
And like and every single time there would always be a line that the class had to follow and like go everywhere.
Yeah.
I would see you just walking around with your class and shit.
Yeah.
It wasn't like Sergio in your class.
No.
Or
In my
who
class,
else
it was just
who
Manny.
your class?
That we know.
Manny?
Manny, yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's it?
Yeah, pretty much.
I could have sworn there was more, bro. I don't know why, but I picture Sergio.
No, Sergio was in the. You know how there was four classes of our grade,
Yeah.
and they were like kind of in the box, and then each corner had a class. You
Okay.
remember that, right?
Yeah.
My class was right here, And then Serge's class was here on the opposite side.
Oh, okay. But y'all weren't the...
No, we weren't on that.
Well, that's it. Just Manny?
Yeah, from the people that we know, yeah.
But, like, what... Like, other people?
Other people?
Yeah.
Nah, because most of them were like, they didn't go to the middle school with us. So I don't really...
Oh, they all just, like, went to other middle schools
Yeah.
and then we got, like, disconnected? Oh, okay, okay.
You remember Chris Hernandez, right? He was in a room with a different teacher.
Yeah, yeah,
Chris
yeah.
Hernandez, and then there was
Yeah,
Pedro, and who else was in his class? From our Zach was in his class.
With,
Pedro.
The one we know?
Yeah, our boy.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
It was him in the class with Zach and some other guys, right?
Yeah.
And then Sergio was in a different room. What room were you in?
That's the thing, bro. 5th grade is like a weird ass.
So you kind of got switched.
Yeah. So I was with Miss Maffett. Oh, I had Alan and
Alan, yeah.
And
Alan was with Pedro though. So you were in the same class as Pedro Mendoza, right?
Oh, I don't know, bro. I think so. I don't know. Bro, if Pedro was in that class, I'm gonna feel so bad because I do not remember, bro.
I mean, it's easier for me because I only had 1 year in that school to remember, and you had all 5, right?
No, and Pedro, bro, Pedro was always a quiet kid, bro.
To this day, to this day.
That's why, like, and me being shy as fuck in elementary school, like, and if Pedro's like a shy person or doesn't talk as much, I would not be talking to him. You know?
Yeah, you remember the active kids, the ones that always talk.
The popular-ish kids back in elementary. I remember them.
The class clowns.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. How are you with the girls in elementary?
I wasn't even thinking about them, dude.
Really?
I'm trying to live a life, dude. That stage, you don't think about getting a girl or nothing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Bro, I had like a crush.
You had a crush?
Yeah.
I didn't have no crush.
No?
No.
I was always shy as fuck with the girls, bro.
For real?
Yeah, in elementary. And even in middle school, I think. Now, like, moving into, like, middle school shit, like, how was that? Do you remember, like, kind of like your first day? Middle school?
Middle school?
First week, first year?
I remember the first day because,
Yeah.
I told you, I didn't know no one in 5th grade, so I didn't really have, like, friends
Yeah.
to move on to middle school.
Yeah.
So the first day I was just trying to look for my class and sit there. And then I had Mr. B. Remember he was a math teacher, I think. Math teacher or history teacher?
Was he bald?
Yeah, him.
Oh, okay, I know. Yeah.
And you know how that section of the classrooms was right next to the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know how in front of the classrooms there were a bench.
Yeah.
And then so I found my class, and then I seen like a group of Mexicans that at the time were Terrace Mendy, Chita,
Yeah.
and Lino, and they were all talking, right? And you know how Jose is, he's talkative, always trying to like talk to anybody.
Yeah.
And I was like, I asked him if this was my class, and he was like, yeah, dude, this is your class,
Yeah.
you're with me. And all right, and I
This
said,
is 6th grade?
Yeah, 6th grade, first day. And then I sat down like right next to him, and he was just trying to talk to me. He had to start a conversation with me.
Yeah.
And then I remember lighting up.
Yeah.
He was like, "Who's this dude?" And then Jose was like, "Oh, he's my friend and shit."
Yeah.
And then
Lionel was trying to like cook it.
yeah, he's trying to
Yeah.
And I think who else was in that class? I missed some. So you know, first they started. He just got sitting down in a random seat, and Jose managed to sit right next to me. I guess he was trying to start something. And then who was in that? I think Pedro was in that class, and Roberto, I think. I know Pedro, yeah, in that same classroom.
Yeah.
Well, I mentioned them because now we're good friends.
Right.
But I don't know, bro. I'm not really the type of guy to make friends. But if like someone starts talking to me first, then I started going.
Okay.
But I was just going there.
Does someone have to like approach you first?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah?
100%, dude. Maybe not nowadays, but back then 100%, bro.
Oh, back then, yeah.
Back then 100%, you had to start something with the conversation with me to keep it going.
Yeah.
And then second period, I had it like in the opposite side. So like behind that building.
Yeah.
And I just walking. It was science class. I don't really care. Bro, years go by fast.
Oh yeah. No, yeah. Like, to be honest with you, I don't even remember 6th grade, bro. I remember.
I don't have a lot of memories though,
Yeah.
cause it was like a learning experience for me.
Mhm.
Cause you know a whole new school system,
Yeah.
new language, and you gotta make new friends. So it goes by fast.
Yeah.
And you don't really make a lot of memories because you know you're in the process of like adjusting to the new.
Yeah. Especially now that we're in the real world, we kind of just like focus on now
Our own
and
thing,
forget
right?
about
Yeah.
the past.
Yeah.
Like in middle school, bro, I like experienced so much shit because I had my first girl ever in 7th grade. I was in 7th grade, she was in 8th, so she was a year older than me. And I learned so much shit from that. And I've like also been traumatized a bit because of that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because it's like, what are you in 7th grade? Like 11, what, 12, 13?
12, 13.
And when you like experience a heartbreak, that's just like stays with you. You know what I mean? As a little kid, it stays with you.
Even though you don't know like the meaning of a heartbreak, the meaning of love, the meaning of all that of relationship, then it just sticks out to you because you know you experience it.
Yeah. That long distance, that, I fucking hate it. Like, what do you feel about that? Like long distance? Yeah.
I'm a true believer about true love, so it doesn't matter if it's long distance or you know short distance, but
yeah,
I think it's way more complicated to have a long distance relationship because you know insecurity is a big factor here.
Right.
It's a big factor, you know.
Yeah.
You trust the other person, but you know how the world is. You know how people
especially
act.
now with like social media.
Social media, exactly, dude.
Like all the
People focus more on social media than actual life.
You think so?
100%, dude.
Yeah. I think it's gotten like more addictive throughout time.
People trying to like be a person in social media that they're not in real life, you know.
Like they're like, that's true, cause for example, I've like experienced this shit where like say for example I'm waiting at the doctor, right? And like I've experimented by myself and I just sat there, right? And I didn't pull out my phone. And I noticed every single person in that waiting room, the first thing they do is what? Just
pull out their phone.
To just get themselves distracted. You know what I mean? And like that's what I've noticed in like the break room at work, like just waiting somewhere in public, they just pull out their phone and just go through shit just to get distracted. You know?
I can say about for myself too, bro.
Are you like that?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Cause you know how I told you I just moved and I really got my internet set up.
Oh yeah.
And bro.
Oh, by the way, bro, that's a nice house.
Yeah.
It's a nice house, bro.
Big upgrade, right? Yeah. But bro, without internet, well, obviously I have a phone, right?
Yeah.
But without internet, you can't do nothing else, bro. Can't watch nothing.
How did you feel like that meme, huh?
Yeah, bro.
With how do you explain it? The old cave people and the fire, the long beard.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like, that's how you felt, huh?
I would just rotate from the living room to my room, the rotate, bro, because I didn't have nothing to do.
Yeah.
And then my only source of entertainment,
data, no?
my entertainment was my phone, bro. I was just on it all 24/7.
Yeah, and like your data was like your internet, right? You would use that.
Yeah, but my point is, bro, there's nothing to do without internet, dude.
That's true.
If most of my activity is my phone, bro. Yeah. If I'm not with my phone, then I'm not doing shit.
Yeah.
Just laying down or something.
Yeah, like for me, like right now, like before you came here, like look what I'm doing. You know, just watching YouTube podcasts. And, like
it's a bad habit that people have started.
Well, what's the problem here? You think is it social media or the internet? Because the internet, it can be useful.
Yeah.
Right? For good things.
Well, obviously, it depends how you use it.
Right.
But like, I wasn't using it for nothing productive. Just
waste time.
Do waste time, yes. Right. Yeah.
Do you think, in your personal life, you would be more productive? Like, do you have goals? You have goals, right?
In life, yeah.
You have like voices in your head, like you have ideas in your head that like where you want to be in 5 years?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Well,
you feel like you would be more successful
without
social media?
Nah, cause I'm in school, right? And all schoolwork is done with the internet and stuff. And nowadays, a lot of people share what they do in their job, so I can search whatever my field is and get information from the internet, from their point of view, their experience. So it's helpful, you know. Like you said, it depends how you use the internet. I can use it to help me out on my field. Because if not, I would just read books, get all my information based on books. Yeah. And then nowadays I can go on YouTube, search it up, and watch a YouTube video about it.
So you say social media will like help you be more productive to get to where you want to be?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you give me the option of sitting down and watching a video or a newspaper instead of reading the newspaper or watching the video, I would choose watching the video. Because
are you like more of a visual learner?
100%,
yeah.
It's a visual learner / like hands-on things.
Yeah.
Because I gotta learn.
Because what happens with me when people tell me like shit at work, like what to do, it's like the information goes here and then it leaves that way. Bro. Like my brain just doesn't process it.
Like even if it's a simple thing, like be like, oh, stock this, right?
Yeah.
Like you know what to do, you know what they're talking about, but if they don't show me with their actions, I don't know what to do.
Like at the same time, I want them to like use your hands and shit, like point me or like do this
or show by example.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's my type of learning too, because you can tell me to do it like a simple action that I haven't done, but I know what to do and how to do it. But if you don't show me with an example, I'm not gonna feel like sure what I'm doing is right.
Like for
speaking of him, he's a fantastic teacher, bro.
Yeah, bro. Mr. Suba, he's a goated teacher, but he gets so much shit though. I think from my perspective, with like the people that I was in the class with, the people like in my class made him mad as fuck every single time.
Well, I had 2 perspectives of his class, because I had him freshman year and senior year.
Yeah.
So freshman year, you know, everybody's coming fresh out of middle school.
Yeah.
Let's say immature now.
Right.
And then you always see his angry side, because you know he always gets mad when people talk, get off topic, and then most of the time we'll see him scream at us and actually teaching.
Yeah.
And then when I had him in senior year, since I was like more mature, I paid more attention. I learned so much from him.
You did?
Yeah. Because his way of teaching is just straightforward.
Oh, yeah. But the thing is, you have to, like, focus
to what
he's saying.
One thing about him that you cannot lose sight for 1 minute. If not, you lose the whole class. You're done for the whole day, bro. You don't know what's going on.
Yeah, if you get distracted just a minute and you, like, try to jump into what he's saying again, you're completely lost.
You're completely lost. Yeah.
Yeah, you just, like, you're like, what?
Where you at?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And, like, how was, like... Do you think that high school helped you? Like, did high school teach you life lessons in any way? I would say it helped me, like, learn about people.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Like, I'm a person that likes to learn from people's mistakes instead of mine. And I learned that way better. And, you know, we have friends or people that we knew that took wrong choices.
Right.
And I learned that from that.
So you like... just look at what they've done.
And
just like you take it into consideration. Like, all right, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Like I just want to stay out of that.
Yeah, like the outcome of their actions.
Yeah.
And if it led to something good, then I would do that. And if it led to something bad, then I would stay away from that.
Yeah. And like also within me, like I just can't do something bad. Cause I don't want to get like too deep, but like I just can't make my mom sad if I ever disappoint her. You know what I mean? Because I don't know, like my connection with that woman, bro, is so deep. Because, so me and her, we've like been through so much shit, right? Because of, well, she's divorced. So me and her, we've moved to Mexico for like a year. And we came back here. And then like we've like lived so much, and I don't know, I've like been so attached to her throughout all that time. I just can't do nothing to, like if I make her disappointed, that makes me like
Yeah.
a horrible human being, like the worst son ever. You know what I mean?
I have the same thing, but with my family overall.
Yeah.
Because since I was live in Mexico,
Yeah.
and the struggle people go through on a daily.
Oh, it's tough in Mexico.
And then the life over here, and I see the effort and the what's a good word to call it? Just the overall struggles that my dad went through to get his whole family over here.
Yeah.
And then I take that into consideration to every action I do.
Did your parents like cross?
No, we got our papers.
Oh yeah.
You have to go to the consul.
Yeah.
And it's in the border.
Yeah.
So you gotta do a whole paperwork. You gotta apply for it. It was a whole 6-month process.
6 months.
Yeah, and we had to live like at the border for a little bit.
Oh really?
Yeah.
And were you like little? Do you remember some of it? Or
Yeah,
were you like not even born?
We moved to like a random house. I remember that we got on a plane to Ciudad Juarez.
Uh-huh.
And then we met up a guy there, and he took us to a house, and he was like, "Oh, tomorrow morning I'm gonna come pick you guys up, and take us to the offices or whatever."
Yeah.
Well, my dad already did all that process, so he knew what was up. But
yeah.
And
Oh, he's like done it before.
Yeah, he's done it. Well, he got his papers.
Yeah.
So my dad already had papers.
Except y'all.
It said me and my two brothers and my mom.
Yeah.
So we went to the consular, and then there basically you put an application to get papers.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta get all your information like birth certificate, all that information, all that federal information of yours, and you basically apply, and then you gotta wait a couple of times. Sometimes you get lucky and you wait only like 4 or 5 months, like we did.
Yeah.
Or sometimes it takes even like years
right.
to get approved. So then we got approved, and then you gotta basically they gotta register you in, and then after that, we were good to go. But since my dad was a U.S. citizen, we could come in to the United States as U.S. citizen, but it was a whole different process.
Yeah.
And we did that, so we had to wait a couple months there more to like get us crossed as U.S. citizens instead of normal.
And like at that time, like where were you guys like staying at or living?
It was like a house apartment, like a.
But it was here in the States or.
No, it was in Ciudad Juarez. It was like a duplex.
Yeah. So once like all of that stuff went through, like did you guys come here?
Yeah, we
to Virginia.
No, we crossed the border. Like literally walking. You know how they have the bridge.
Yeah.
Where people cross and drive through it. And you can walk that.
Okay.
So we walked that, and then we went to a tio's house that's Houston, Texas, and we only lived there for like 2 months.
Yeah.
One Jeff was just trying to take us there to like get used to it, whatever, just visit, and then we went back to Mexico for like 2 months. And that was basically like our final time in Mexico, because that was it. Like we were gonna move over here for good.
Yeah.
Without knowing if we were gonna come back or not. So that's when we moved to Virginia. Flew over to Virginia, and we stayed there for like a whole year. Because my dad's work, and that's how long it lasted, like a year or so. And that's when I started school.
Like he does construction.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like is that like something that like you want to get into with your dad, or you want to like take a different route?
Well, it's basically the same route, but like a project manager.
Okay.
So basically, like, I want to get into that field, but like, what a project manager does is like directs the broke project.
Oh, you want to be like, you want to run shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And like, have you like figured out like what it takes to get there? Like, obviously college, you know?
College,
you need
degree.
College in there. Like, you need a degree?
Yeah, you need a degree.
Yeah. Which one? Because there's like, what, 3 different degrees?
The one I'm getting is a bachelor's degree in science and construction management. So that's basically the one you need.
Yeah.
But based on what my dad has told me about the construction field is that you need a lot of connections. Connections is what gets you through.
With people,
yeah.
Like, you need to like know a lot of different people.
A lot of different people to get a job, basically.
Yeah.
So that's probably gonna be like my biggest barrier, getting my name out there.
Yeah.
To get jobs, to get job offers.
Do you feel like the way that you are right now that you can go through with
Achieve it?
Yeah. Cause I'll be honest with you, bro. I like have a business idea, little business idea, and I'm afraid to like get myself out there. Like, in talking to people, cause the idea that I have to like go from door to door and like put myself out there.
Well,
and like honestly, I don't. I'm scared. I'm like nervous.
Yeah,
about
like I have my moods where when I think to myself, like, am I taking the right steps to get there?
Yeah.
But we know that nothing in this life is secured, so nothing's not gonna be safe. So you just gotta shoot your shot, right?
Right.
And you gotta see what happens.
Speaking of shoot your shot.
No, I'm not gonna there.
I don't know, bro. My mind just went.
I know, bro.
It just went that way, bro.
You always thinking it 24/7.
Bro, like,
we're not getting there.
We're not gonna drop names, but
right.
How's everything? I'll just leave it at that. How's everything? Or just it's uphill, downhill, even.
It's a seesaw that goes up and down.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know what you mean.
Why? The communication?
Yeah, communication is a big thing, and sometimes
is it a problem? It's not there? It's lacking? Or what? Sometimes?
Sometimes, yeah. It's not a constant thing, but when it happens, it just messes with you.
It fucks you up?
It fucks me up.
Yeah. And like I don't know. Are you like happy with like that person?
Yeah.
Like do you like the vibes?
Bro, the way my mindset is that when I do something, we're talking about a relationship.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try my best. So I'm always like.
Are you gonna go based off what the other person gives off to you? Because if they don't try,
I start things off as trying my best at anything, like always treating them right, with respect and all that. But then after time, if I see they're not matching my energy, then I match their energy.
Right, and then
if they don't
time
like
just
it,
does its thing.
Time just does its thing.
Right.
Yeah, so that's my message. Just do your best, do your thing, and if things don't work out, then split apart.
And like, do you guys have plans right now? Are y'all like gonna do anything?
It's just
y'all just going with the flow?
Yeah, just go with the flow. See what happens. Yeah. Things just happen on their own right.
Bro, with me, like I'm just shut off. Like on any of that, bro. Like I don't have the urge to like put myself out there. And that's just like with me. Like honestly, bro. Being single, I'm just vibing, bro. Like, I've been chilling, just being alone.
And why mess with that whenever you're chilling?
Yeah. Like, right now, I'm, like, all I have is peace. Like, why would I want to change it?
Yeah, because a relationship is not going to bring you peace.
I'll be honest with you. Like, sometimes I'm like, damn. I want a girl.
Now you're worried about yourself, and then whenever you get into a relationship and you want to take it seriously, then you gotta worry about another person.
Bro, for some reason I feel like when, for example, you have someone, I feel like you have more attention on you just for being with that person. Like more people have their eyes on you. Like, oh, I wonder, like, how that relationship is gonna go. You know what I mean?
Even if it don't got what you to do with them, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, and then
like I feel like people are always eager to like see what goes down on that relationship, cause I feel like people always have a negative thought on relationships, and they always wonder to see how it's gonna end.
Yeah.
Right.
And then now you gotta watch your steps, like. I don't mean it that you're gonna do bad things, but even if it's the most simplest thing, action, like going out with your friends at night, you're gonna think twice, be like, oh, is that person gonna be okay with it?
Yeah.
Or am I allowed to do this and other shit?
Like, I feel like a perfect relationship, or near to perfect, would be like her being okay with you being you, like you doing your thing. And you being okay with her just
accepting each other how you are.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think there's a way to do it, because then you avoid a lot of problems.
Yeah. Like, I remember Will Smith. It's kind of a weird example, because him and his lady, like, they went through shit, and I think they're divorced right now.
Yeah.
But they went, like, I read some shit, and like that shit stuck with me. Like, so they each have their separate lives, right? And then when they come home, they just share their like thoughts on like how their day went. So like they each like go through their days. They don't talk to each other. They just keep themselves separate from each other. And then when it's time to like communicate and like be together, they say, okay, so how was your day? And just talk to each other, and they share the love that way.
And they're not together?
Right now, no. I think they're divorced because of some shit that happened. I have no idea why. But like, I feel like that's something that I would want. You know, like, would you want a girl like hitting you up like, hey, I love you, and like, how are you doing? What are you doing? Like, but like, I'm talking like every 30 minutes. I feel like that shit would get annoying with me, bro. Cause are you different?
Nah.
Like, do you appreciate it?
I would appreciate it, yeah. Because I could be like that too. I could be both. Like, give yourself a space.
Yeah.
And give the other person a space. Or I could be on with someone for like all day, 24/7.
Yeah. And I also feel like it depends on your mood that day. Maybe you might like, man, fuck everyone.
You're never gonna wake up in the happiest mood ever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it like
you can do a combination of both though.
Like, what
if you like, if you notice that other person's having a good day, and you're having a good day, then share it. But if you notice that other person's having a like a negative mood day, then just give her space.
Right.
And then if you're having a bad day, just let her know that you want your space.
Yeah. How I work is like, if I have like a shitty mood, or I'm in a bad mood, like I just want my space. Like, I don't want no one to talk to me. Like, my mind works alone. Like, I just go through my shit alone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I can tell whenever you're going through those days, because I'll be texting you, and then you respond with like a sentence or something.
Right.
And then whenever you're having one of those moments, you just say, okay. Am I right? Am I right?
Okay.
Yeah, that's what you say, bro. Yeah.
But like, what was the last time I hit you up like that?
That was a long time ago. I think I just told you that we had plans with the boys, and you were like, okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you do that a lot. But whenever I guess you're in a good mood, you'll be like, oh yeah, what's the plan? What's the move?
Bet.
I bet. Yeah.
Or say less. Oh shit. But really? Okay.
You notice it?
No, I don't notice. Like, is it a lot? Here and there?
Here and there.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even notice that.
It'd be like that, bro. It'd be like that. How about situation you gotta be like dedicated to it?
To a relationship?
Yeah.
Yeah. And like, I feel like that's what drains people out sometimes. They just want to be alone. And then like, with them wanting their space, then that fucks up their relationship. And then they want time away from each other and shit. And then that's what like fucks it up. Like, is it bad if someone wants just space away from a relationship? Or do you feel like you would need to talk to your partner about what the fuck is going on and why you feel that way?
I feel like, yeah, because then, let's say you're like, a girl hits you up and be like, oh, I want some space. And then you can start thinking, like, why?
Bro, in my mind, she's with another dude.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. That's where I'm going.
I'm like, oh, hell no, she has a side.
That's where I'm going. You can be wondering, like, why the fuck you want to take out time off, or why you want free space if I haven't done anything.
Right.
And then that's why it's a good part of communication to like express what's going on.
Yeah.
To not get misunderstandings.
Yeah.
I got a topic for you. I was watching the Simon podcast, right? You remember Simon?
Yeah.
And then they asked a question. You know when games they have creative mode where like you can fly around and shit.
Yeah.
And you can like spectate with all point of views.
Yeah.
And with that, nothing happens to you. Alright. Being in creative mode, what time would you go back to like to live.
So
like a historic event you will want to witness.
Oh, we're talking about the world.
Yeah,
like a historic event.
Here's my answer. This answer they said, but I kind of agree with it.
Yeah.
And they said, well, one of them they said one was fucked up, dude.
Does it have to do with Hitler?
No.
Okay, I don't know why I thought that.
Probably even not even worse, but at that level. They said they would like want to win the 9/11.
Witness it?
Yeah, like they don't agree with it or anything like that, but it's just like such a historical event where like it's still talked about like it was yesterday. So you know
why would they want to witness that?
Because of that, because it was like a historical event that everybody knows about and everybody talks about, and they can brag that they were there or that they know what happened. And then the other answer they said that I chose is the extinctions of the dinosaurs. You get to witness it, like you're flying around and shit. See a big ass rock.
Oh, but you're on creative mode, right? You can't die.
You can't die, nothing. Okay. You just flying around, looking everywhere, and then you.
Okay, I got one. So, how the universe was created?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Cause how did
how that shit happen? How the hell are we here?
Yeah. How the fuck? Like, apparently it was the Big Bang, right? I don't even know what the fuck that is, but the Big Bang created all of this shit. That's what they say. I don't know how to know where like shit just boom.
And then you can make a book out of it and sell that bitch.
Yeah, right. No, but like, are you like, you think, are you like a religious person? You think God is the creator of all this?
I hope so. So heaven is real.
Yeah.
I hope so. Yeah, I believe
Yeah.
Because it's just a crazy thing how things work, you know.
Yeah. Like for me, I've never been that religious, but throughout time, especially now, I think I'm more religious. Cause like say if shit happens or shit doesn't go my way, like I always tell myself, God understands why I feel like this and why I think this way. So I don't care if no one understands me, as long as God understands why I'm thinking this, feeling like this, I'm at peace. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why, that's what I always tell myself. Like, I don't care if you disagree with me, as long as God knows why
you did what
you did. I think like this, I believe this, like, and he's like, he just accepts me, like, on like why I think what I do or say or anything like that, I'm cool with it.
Yeah, I get you what you're saying, because you know whenever you do the wrong and you're in the wrong, then you kind of like feel that guilt inside of you.
Yeah.
But whenever you do what is viewed as wrong, but you actually didn't have that intention, you be like,
yeah.
Well, I know I didn't do that.
Yeah, I didn't have those bad intentions, but God understands my intentions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why I don't know. I just been like thinking like that, and I've been feeling more religious, just because I've been thinking that way. And I don't know. That's why I asked are you like any religious? Like, do you like pray?
I pray every night.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I'm consistent with it, but every time I remember, I gotta pray.
Do you like say it out loud or just in your head?
It's sometimes like a whisper.
Yeah.
And I thank Him for everything.
Yeah.
You know, and then that's gonna take care of my people, my loved ones.
Yeah. But
yeah, I need to go to church, dude. I haven't gone to church in a minute.
It's been like a year for me. Speaking of church, though, out of nowhere, I just like came out of like church girl.
Yeah, we know that story.
Well, that story's fucked, bro. I mean, because I still don't know, like, bro, I feel like in every single fucking relationship, like, even if it's a friendship, I always somehow turn out to be the bad guy.
That's how it is, bro. As guys, I think that's always gonna be like,
yeah,
how we get viewed.
Cause
as a bad guy.
Like I'm saying, bro. Like, I never had any bad intentions with anyone, but their opinions, they thought I was trying to do something to them. So that's how, that's where I'm coming from.
Like they say, there's always gonna be two sides of the coins.
Yeah.
So they're gonna. Obviously, you didn't have the bad intention with that person,
right?
But they're gonna view you as a bad person, though. Like you could have done more for them or whatever.
And like also, it also goes back to the thing of like wanting my space. Like I just didn't want to talk to the person. Like I don't know. I just like I thought they were a cool ass person, but I just didn't. My energy didn't want to talk to them.
Yeah.
And probably like they think that's fucked up because I'm ghosting them, but really like I just don't want to talk to you or anyone during that time. Cause I remember that time like I was, bro, like I said, I'm just antisocial, bro. I be vibing alone, vibing with my friends that I know. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So like,
well, that's part of communication though, cause don't you think you could have expressed to that person?
I did.
You did, and they didn't understand it.
They left me unopened.
then that's their problem, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's on them.
That's on them, cause that's the way you are.
Cause I was trying to work it out, right? But then they just ignored me, right? They left me.
Oh, but you didn't say at the time though.
I said something along the line. No, it took me like 2 months after. To like, so I ghosted them, right? For like 2 months, and then after those 2 months, I hit them up on a text. I was like, hey, like I'm sorry for being a bad friend. I know like you were going through tough times alone, and I just want to tell you like that I'm sorry for like not talking to you all this time, or something along those lines.
And that was your side of the coin.
That was my side.
Their side they were like, oh, they just don't care about me. This
Well,
and that.
that's what I think because they just left me unopened. You know what I mean? So they didn't want like have anything to do with me. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So.
But like we were saying, there's always gonna be the side of the coin, and viewing from your side, then it wasn't bad. That was just the way you are.
Exactly.
But I think, don't you think you could have like said that a long time ago though, like before it happened?
Yeah. Probably.
Yeah.
Shit.
Nobody's perfect, dude. There's always gonna be that little things that make you look like a bad person, but you're not.
Yeah.
Nobody's perfect. And that's kind of part of a relationship too.
Yeah.
Being flexible with the other person, like understanding them.
Yeah.
So if you don't understand them and you don't want to be flexible with them, like the way they are, then you're gonna have a problem right there.
No, for sure. Have to wrap it up, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, appreciate it, man. Seriously.
Yeah, bro.
Alright, that's a wrap, bro. So, appreciate it again, bro.
Yeah, well,
and
for
hopefully, we'll do more.
Many, yeah.
Well, let's bring in Bert. Bert next.
The boys.
Yeah, like the idea that I want to do is have me, like you co-host, and then Bert. So we'll have 3 people.
And then the next person.
And then next person will be Marco, and then Pedro. Like if they're down,
obviously, yeah.
Yeah. And then you never know, maybe one episode of all of us.
All of us.
So. Alright, that's a wrap.